Are you tired of the same old pro wrestling? Then check out the amazing action on Powerslam.tv, the biggest indie pro wrestling channel in the world. Get over 3,000 hours of the best pro wrestling events from over 100 of the biggest names in the industry from over 15 countries around the globe. Get your free trial today at Powerslam.tv.
Hello friends, this is Spencer Love, the host of Conversations with Love, the exclusive one-on-one interview series sweeping the nation, or at the very least, the great province of Alberta, Canada. Tune in weekly to Backbreaker Media, a proud member of the Win Column Sports Network, as I host a member of the independent wrestling community here in Alberta, or wherever the hell I feel like interviewing somebody from. You can only find it on Backbreaker Media, a proud member of the Win Column Sports Network, and proudly sponsored by Beercade YEG.
The following advertisement is sponsored by Beercade YEG.
Hello, you are listening to a commercial for the podcast Over the Top Rope,
The flagship podcast of the Win Column Sports Network.
as well as a proud member of Backbreaker Media.
Again, this podcast is sponsored by Beercade YEG.
You can find us pretty well anywhere that podcasts are played, including on the iTunes,
Podbean,
the Google Play,
SoundCloud,
and on wincolumnsports.ca for all your previews,
reviews,
and breaking news from the world of professional wrestling. Tune in every Friday on Backbreaker Media, a member of Win Column Sports.
And welcome to the second edition of the Meniac Pay-Per-View Podcast Party. I, of course, am Meniac, and joining me once again, my beautiful co-host, Mrs. Meniac.
Hello, everyone.
All right, since we had such resounding success and nothing but positive reinforcement from the first one, figured on my, I guess, co-third favorite pay-per-view with Money in the Bank, why don't we do it for the Elimination Chamber matches? Now, you've seen these before, correct?
Yes.
What do you think of them?
I find them really exciting.
And the first up, we have the Women's Tag Team Elimination Chamber match.
And
Which-
full disclosure, I wrecked it for myself. Went on Twitter. We're watching this a little bit behind. And,
Got the old spoil ski?
yeah, there was no spoiler alerts, and a little bit disappointed because I was really excited for this. But I'm sure it's still going to be good, even though I know who wins.
Yes, and as everyone heard last episode, I gave my predictions for this match, as well as the rest of the card. I was saying the Iconics are going to win based on them eventually pinning Bayley and Sasha, who will go almost all the way. But anyways, as we get the opening, the Carmella and Naomi, there's a lot of controversy in this opening.
You know what, though? I am not going to lie. I thought this pairing was a little bit odd until just now. They both have pretty extensive dance backgrounds, which, me being a dancer, I can appreciate and I enjoy.
What is Carmella? She used to be a cheerleader?
She used to be a
Laker girl?
Laker girl, maybe?
Oh, okay.
Oh, Laker girl, maybe Patriots? I can't remember. She's definitely a cheerleader.
Okay. Well, they do have that kind of similar personality. One does a dance break, one dances to the ring in their entrance, so fair enough.
Everything just made itself a lot more clear for me. And excellent coordinating glow lights. I gotta give them props, though. Like, Naomi has figured out a way to keep this glow thing interesting and fresh, and she always finds a way to amp it up.
Now, do you want to touch on the recent happenings of WWE with both of these people?
No, until, well, I think it's a little bit different. That's a whole lot of drama entering that pod, actually, now that you think about
That
it.
really is. One is drinking and driving obstruction. Alleged. And rumored potential wanting to get out of their contract thing, and another one's a potential possible home wrecking thing, potentially, maybe. Nothing confirmed yet. It's a whole lot of no thank you.
That's just, yeah. I mean, WWE's legal department, they're going to be real busy tomorrow. Really, really busy tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, and now comes the 2/3 of the Riot Squad, who I think, what's 2/3 of the Unstable crew?
Well, you know what? Liv Morgan, I used to really, really dislike her, which was good.
Which is funny, because she used to actually be a lot like Carmella.
And now I am feeling a little bit, I feel lukewarm towards her, which is probably not good for Liv. And I feel like you can hear it in the crowd when she comes out solo or, she's, in the ring by herself. I don't feel like there's been anything there lately. Sarah Logan, however, now that is someone I can get behind. She is, I think, underutilized, and I think she could go on a solid solo run in 2 years.
I think Raymond Rowe from the War Raiders could get behind her, too.
That as well. Oh, and here come our Iconics.
My pick to win.
I'm digging Peyton's new hair.
It actually does not look bad. Good for Ty Dillinger.
Well, yes, she is a perfect 10.
I don't know if I call her a perfect 10, but she's a high 8.
I wonder how Billy Kay feels about.
I don't care what anyone else says. I'm not a fan of her.
Sorry, I find Billy Kay's facial expressions fascinating.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
Well, she's definitely not boring. She is definitely not boring, and I'm trying to figure out what's on her neck right now. Is that a turtleneck?
It's a massive turtleneck choker.
Is it gonna come off before she wrestles?
Who knows? It looks like it's part, but they're both wearing it. It's part of their gear, their entrance gear of sorts.
All right. Friends who turtleneck and tag together stay together, I guess.
That's their tag team, the Iconics, turtleneck and tag.
All right, here comes Nia and Tamina. Well,
you have to say,
disappointed they haven't come up with a tag name.
Naimina?
Yeah, well, that's the hashtag going around, and I feel like the WWE universe can do better.
The Not Like Most Girls? I mean, you have to say that these are probably odds-on favorite tag team right now to win.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Incredibly strong, several inches taller than every other tag.
And we have seen in the past the WWE management and universe has some love for Nia.
And Tamina. There were times.
Yeah. Tamina was getting a solid push last year before she got hurt.
I'd say my favorite for her was when she first broke in with the Usos. Versus the Hart Dynasty.
Making the circle.
That's the only thing that I don't like is doing the circle on the pod.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know. I say you get in the ring, do a little pose, and then immediately get in your pod. I don't know. That's a little pet peeve of mine. I'm not sure why.
This is the one time a year that you can do something a little different.
I guess that is true. Right? That is true. Walk 4 feet above the ring, but outside the ring.
Interesting. Weren't the pods open only on one side last year?
It's a couple years ago. They've done a lot of updates to the pod over the last couple years.
Podcast featuring Milo?
Milo's back. 3 to 4 episodes.
Oh, we're coming out separate. Dun, dun, dun.
Sonya.
Does this mean anything?
No. They've been doing it like this for a little bit. They want to really push Mandy as the looker of the two. Even though I personally think that Sonya is the better worker.
Well, we all know my thoughts on Mandy Rose right now.
She's a hoe?
No, I'm really disappointed because I just feel like we've taken the Eva Marie thing because that didn't work out. And we've just
Transferred it?
recycled it and given it to Mandy Rose. And I just think, once again, we could do better by these women. Like,
Yeah, but she's not all red everything. She's the golden goddess, I guess?
oh no, but if you watch Total Divas as much as I do,
Well, I don't think anyone...
wanted to do a gold and red thing.
I don't think anybody watches Total Divas as much as you do.
No, that's true. That is true.
And here comes your favorite team. And just throwing it out there, I think it's happened 3 different times at least, where the person in that starts in the ring has actually won the whole thing.
It's my girl. I'm a proud owner of what? 8 Bailey shirts? I love Bailey.
Oh, at least.
I love Bailey.
I think every iteration besides the most recent one you have.
And that's just because they were sold out in my size.
Yes.
And I do enjoy Sasha's purple hair. Purple is my fave. Oh, that's nice. They changed their signs to Boss and Hug.
I like it.
Cute. Good old WWE Universe.
They should have changed it to Hug the Boss.
I do have I'm pretty sure Bailey's got a shirt that says "Hug like a boss." Maybe that was
Hug like a champ.
foreshadowing to
Hug like a champ.
Hug like a champ.
Yeah.
Fun fact: I actually have been hugged by Bailey.
And she cried.
Second greatest day of my life.
What was the first?
Marrying you.
You're a fool.
Cheese points.
Now, over under. What do you think the over?
One moment. Do we have graphics on? Oh, it's just a reflection. Never mind. I thought we had some graphics on the outside of
The pods.
the pods this year. Just-
Now, what's the over under on one of the ladies climbing the pods and jumping off?
Oh, 100%. And then Mickey James did it last year, did she not?
I believe so, but who is it? I can see Sasha doing it. She's crazy.
I'm gonna go with Naomi.
No, fair enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Naomi.
I don't think it happens until Tamina and Nia come out, though. I do also like the fact that there's a lot more color coordination between teams.
Yeah, it really irritates me when especially with matches like this, when they don't take the time to coordinate. Like, maybe it's the hockey fan in me. Like, you should just match with your friends.
All right, so we are underway.
I forgot how often.
Every 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes.
I have a little bit of rumbleitis still, I think.
Rumbleitis, a serious condition around this time of year.
Oh, it's Sasha rocking some K-tape. Left shoulder, have to keep an eye on that.
Oh, a big double stunner through the ropes. And good first spot onto the off the top rope onto the outside. They put a lot more padding on the outside than they used to. The horrible steel structure outside that it used to be. It's this may seem how I put it. This may seem like I'm cutting down the current competitors, which I'm not. But former steel structure back in the early mid 2000s, even late 2000s, was, I'd say, way more daunting than it is now. They've made it way more fan-friendly, not only to watch through, but way more friendly for the wrestlers to actually enjoy the nice move. Sonya Deville with a big, a big power slam there. But they've made it way more friendly for the wrestlers to actually bump on the outside, like on the steel quote portion.
I was a little concerned yesterday that we were going to wind up with some new version of the Elimination Chamber and maybe it be red and really difficult to see through. Was that? Do we have a cage match still?
There
Hell in a
was
Cell that was red or something?
There was something like that. Yeah, I think it was a Hell in a Cell maybe. That was a different color, and it did make it difficult to see through. I think overall, using black is easiest because the outside and behind is kind of black, so all the colors of the competitors in the ring make it easier to see.
I'm Googling.
You're Googling? Be careful what you Google.
It says Hell in a Cell 2018. However, let's not really trust that.
If there's a picture to accompany it, then there might be. As
if Lawrence right now, the interwebs are not my friend.
No.
The interwebs are not my friend.
Mandy and Sonya putting a beat down on the Boston Hug Connection. As a pin, but the purple-haired one kicks out.
Oof. No, I did express my extreme sadness, disappointment. I don't really know what I was feeling on Monday when I found out that Bayley and Sasha would be starting.
You were convinced they weren't winning at that point, which I think. Oh, Mandy Rose has her boot caught in the cage, which I think is hilarious. Oh, and her foot still sticks in the cage. She takes a neck breaker. That actually looked really disgusting on her left ankle. Jeez.
I'm sure she's fine. Oh, here we go. 10,
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who is it? Who is the first one, do you think?
Naomi and Carmella.
You think so? I'm going to say them are Nia and Tamina. And it's the Riot Squad.
We're both wrong.
We're both wrong.
We suck.
Yeah. As Boston Hug Connection attack them as soon as they exit the gate. I'm still individually I like Sarah Logan, but as a group, the Riot Squad, I'm just not sold on them. I don't know what it is.
The annoying similarities to Absolution?
Maybe it's that.
Is that still bugging you? Because it still bugs me.
I can't say it does. I thought, at the time, the fact they're doing basically the same thing, just with three relatively, quote, unknowns, end quote, compared to, that's a pole vaulting headbutt. That was interesting. But no, having to do a similar line or similar storylines on both Raw and SmackDown with different people was kind of dumb. But whatever, it got people talking. I guess I don't know. I don't know. There's something I never been a huge fan of Ruby Riott. Like I gave her a chance when she first came into NXT, but she seemed better as a heel. But now now she's a heel, and I can't get behind her. Murphy, come on,
I guess my number one thing is I was just disappointed with the timing of all. It just seemed like, oh, this worked yesterday on Raw. Let's do it on SmackDown.
We got a Riot Squad, Mandy and Sonya, a little action in the ring there. And I mean that in the...
Bayley and Sasha catching a quick fight.
Yeah. I mean that in the most non-sexual way possible, of course.
I, however, really like Sonya Deville. Really like her.
Well, you love her.
Not only because she's got a really great phrase with "put your hair up and square up." I think that's top notch. If she came up with that herself, that is amazing.
If not, I think she would credit for it.
Kudos to the marketing team because I think it's fresh. I like her gear today.
All black.
It's different from what she normally wears. I like when you see them wear something a little bit different for a pay-per-view. It gives a little extra to pay-per-view. Like
it's like when Finn dresses up in his demon gear, or if they wear more of like they wear a coat or something during.
You know what? The queen of it is Charlotte. Charlotte seems to always debut a new robe. And for me, even if I'm, maybe I'm feeling a little bit like, we've seen this match before, especially when it comes to Charlotte and kind of how things have been booked lately, I'm always, maybe it's just the fashionista in me, I'm always excited to see what she's come up with the design team.
Oh, we got a Tower of Doom. Oh, good. You actually realized what that was. Ooh, an awkwardly falling Tower of Doom. That looked like the left half with Sarah Logan and Mandy went a little bit faster than the right half with Sonya Deville and Liv Morgan. Hopefully that didn't jerk Bailey around too much. As we get 4, 3, 2, 1. Who is it now? I'm saying Iconics.
It's got to be a set of face. No, I don't think so. I think you're going to see her.
Oh, you think you see Naomi and Carmella?
Oh,
I'm right!
Never mind.
The winners, hopefully. As they come out and immediately try to pin people. Smart. Go and try and pin everyone.
Ooh, I wonder if... You know what? I get that you're supposed to be frantic, and I get that you're supposed to be cray-cray.
I like the fact that they tried to pin everyone.
No, I like it too, but Billy's voice, she just... I would take her more seriously if she took it from a 12 to a 10. Just gotta dial her down a little bit.
Billy Kay for the win! Yeah!
And now they're posting everybody, which I like. That's different. Taking people out. And meanwhile, Sasha's still catching that quick 5 in the pod. Double suplex.
I'm enjoying
double
too.
gourd buster.
That we haven't seen anyone eliminated yet. I like...
No, there have been some... Oh, nice.
I like it. Oof.
Liv Morgan getting pulled off the ropes there. And
tossed on her face.
Same with Sarah Logan, who pulled off the second rope and almost taking a face bump there.
Blue tongue just went skidding across the ring mat.
Blue tongue that matches the Iconics gear. I'm not going to say anything else to that. Leaving that alone.
Oh no, my girl Bailey. You leave her side ponytail alone.
And here comes a...
Bailey hooking her own arm because...
yeah.
Or Billy forgot.
Good save by Sasha Banks. That was like a camel clutch knee to the face. That was actually kind of... I like that. It's different. I'm going to assume next one it would be Naomi and Carmella, and the last one it would probably be Nia and Tamina.
Are we going to see a dance break? Probably not.
Well, no, I think it's possible. I do think it's possible. I think it'll be a dance break, a brief one interrupted by some heel.
Ooh.
I actually like that.
That
was a Billy Kay putting her knee up.
Oh.
Ooh, it was kick out of 2 for Sasha.
Our dogs severely dislike Billy Kay's voice.
Yeah, every time she screams, they both stop what they're doing and look up at the screen. It's pretty comical. Oh, maybe that's why I don't like her, is that voice. I think that might be it. Because that voice makes my skin crawl.
I find, since they've come up to the main roster, I find her in-ring work has been really improved.
Vastly improved? No, that's true. I think that's what it is. I think it's her voice.
I still love those promos that I just...
Which ones?
The promos that the Iconics cut. They still...
Which ones?
Where they do the impressions.
Those are pretty fun.
Yeah, because I don't feel like they do it all. Like, it's not overdone. They save it for...
They don't do like every single week. They just do 1 or 2 and... Ooh! Little neck crank forearm shiver to Bailey. That was different. Peyton Royce flipping over the top rope and using her, I guess, heels and kicking both the Boston Hug in the face as they kick out.
Oh,
That's
this is stressful.
Well, is it that stressful? I mean, you know who
it
wins.
Is stressful.
Just destroyed.
I feel like I'm carrying a lot of, because of how much I love Bailey. I feel like I'm carrying a lot of pressure. I just don't want them to be eliminated first. Like, that's just.
So
I don't know. There's I just feel like sometimes it's especially with matches like this will have eliminations in them. Like, you just don't want your favorite to be eliminated first. Like, it's
or at all,
team.
but
you just don't want your hockey team to be swept 4-0 in the first round because it's just. Sorry.
It's okay.
I know.
I know, but I mean, it's all right. Who's gonna be the next one? As we have the countdown's over, we missed that, and it's Naomi and Carmella.
Well, yeah, because if you go the other way, you got way too many heels in there.
And then 2 high kicks.
That was
and a big crossbody to both the Iconics.
Coordinated.
Now,
Mella.
maybe I don't know if you remember or not. Do you remember what they used to be called in?
Nice skip up from Miss Naomi.
Do you remember what the Iconics used to be called? Were they the Iconic Duo back in NXT? I believe that's what they were.
I'd have to go. Probably. WWE's really into getting rid of.
Parts of names?
Yeah, like Andrade here.
As they do a double moonwalk.
My
And
least favorite move. I don't care if it's men, women, whoever. I do not.
you don't like the Bronco Buster?
No.
Hey, Murphy, you're finally getting on the pod, but for all the wrong reasons. There's no need to yell. Let it go. Ooh, big enziguri as Billy and Carmella climbing the wall.
Lay down. Murphy, not Nick.
Well, I mean, I probably should too. Oh, there's a Hurricane Rana to from Carmella to Billy Kay to the side of the structure, and then a super kick.
Murph, here. You're not going outside with your toys. Milo. Murph, come here. Oh, man.
Still, so we got 5 teams in, no eliminations yet. Oh.
Oh, man.
Just move after move after move taken by everybody.
I gotta say, kudos to the camera
Ooh.
team.
Oh, jeez. I don't think I've ever seen Mandy do a move like that. That was impressive. That was like a...
Murph.
It's like a William Regal, a Regalplex. That was impressive. Just move after move after move. I wish I could commentate everything that's happening, but that all happened so fast. Now everyone's down. Everyone's injured, and I bet you the 10 count's coming up right here. It looks like the night after Coachella. Women lying everywhere. Scandally clad.
They look like lions. Lionesses? Lioni?
Line-eye?
Lions? Is it just an S on the end?
I don't know. Or, no.
Oh.
Oh, here comes Carmella with the... Was it Carmella lock? No, broken up. I don't know what you call it. The Fabuloso?
The moneymaker?
Moneymaker, sure, that's...
Come here. Get her.
Murph's getting all stressed out by this is pacing. Naomi just unloading on Mandy before she gets cut off by some knees.
Hoya!
And then a big ass to mouth. A double pin by Iconics. That was a fantastic pin.
Great timing.
That was awesome. A roll-up with a second roll-up and a bridge as they dance around in the ring. I like them. They're entertaining. I am a little surprised that it's Carmella and Naomi, the first ones.
No, inside. Now the podcast featuring the neighbor's dog.
Yeah. Turns out Murphy doesn't like this match as much as we thought, so he's just saying tell the world. Maybe he heard the spoilers too.
Yes.
Oh, and here comes the countdown as everyone squares off to face off against the Iconics. Right?
Oh, Iconics leading the charge. Putting everybody else in front of them. Sneaky. I see.
So they're all lining up to face off and attack the team of Nia and Tamina.
Meanwhile, you have your Iconics hiding. Solid strategy.
Very smart strategy.
That is a struggle-esque, actually, strategy, I would say.
It's kind of struggle-licious, I will give you that. And just like that, there's only 2 members of one team standing.
Run away, Mandy! Run away! Oh, I guess roll.
Run away!
Roll.
Run away! Oh, and the Iconics are hiding in a pod. I bet you they're either going to punch, kick through, or something's going to happen.
Oh, I think they're holding the doors shut.
They are holding the doors shut.
Hello.
Now, Iconics holding it closed, but Nia and Tamina are just prying it open. As much as I chose them to be my team, and if they get eliminated here, then oh well. But this is oh jeez, they're just holding their heads and whipping them into the sides of the chain link fencing. Jesus, that would suck. There's no easy way to take that.
Taking us all in.
Oh, I think unfortunately this is the end for my team I picked.
Or is it?
Don't do that. You can't say that. No, it's definitely that. It's definitely it. They're done.
Or is it?
What do you mean, or is it? They're done.
Yes.
Don't. Yeah, they are done. That's unfortunate. I mean, in a sense, they're still the other team I think that deserves it, which is, Hurricane Rana into the corner. As Logan and Liv Tyler actually doing fairly well, holding their own against Nia and Tamina. That's an interesting finish. I'm trying to find, there it is. Got to rewind this to show Mrs. Meniac here.
Sorry, I'm busy getting my frosty.
Now watch this move here that they do to Tamina. It's like an inverted version of De La Soul.
Huh.
That was actually really interesting. But still broken up by Nia. Now Mandy and Sonya attacking Nia. Really, overall, smart move. Take out the big team. If you have to work together early, gives yourself a better chance. Here come Bailey and Sasha on Sonya, and there's the dog whistle. What we have to stop them from fighting.
No,
it's
when
pure
they
chaos.
When they get hyper.
When they get hyper, they're watching the women. They want to be just like them. I don't think it affects them anymore. I don't think Milo cares. It's okay, boys. 1, 2. Oh, and a kick out. And, well, Sasha and Bailey were back into it for a few seconds, and then now they're gone. As we put both the boys on timeout to calm down from all the excitement in the ring.
They can't handle it.
They can't. It's too much. It's too exciting. So, I'm going to say that now, because my first pick is gone, I'm going to say that Bailey and Sasha go the distance.
Not Tamina?
No. No, I can't see Tamina and Nia. I mean, that's not true. I can see it, but, I mean, I don't know. Maybe they will, and they'll end up, I don't know. I'm not quite sure anymore. I think you might have a point. It might be Tamina and Nia. That's a good double knees to both Sonya and Mandy. And she kicks out. And then here come Nia and Tamina to destroy everything. Yeah. And a shout out to the Wrecking Crew. Dorito Dean and Big Show Nasty.
Both too cool to be here for you?
Yeah, apparently. Both far too cool. Oh, and the Riot Squad standing on top of a pod.
Standing or hiding?
I'd say bit of column A, bit of column B. And as they prepare, here comes a double jump. There it is!
Whoa.
It's the Riot Squad doing the jump. That's interesting.
Come on!
No, it's Sonya Deville kicking out after having to catch Sarah Logan with Tamina. This is really good. I'm enjoying this match. I think the only thing that makes this better would have a little bit of Miss Bliss in this.
Yes,
But,
I agree.
But I honestly, I think it's a smarter move having Nia and Tamina, and it just makes more sense. Second rope, Samoan drop. And here comes a top rope. Superfly Snooker Splash. To both the Riot Squad ladies. And that's that. Riot Squad is gone.
Double pin.
This is pretty much what I said. It'd come down to Nia Tamina, Boston Hug. And then instead of the Iconics, it's Mandy and Sonya, which I'm not surprised by. Not a lot, but a little bit. Ooh, dropped hold into a knee. That was smart. I'd say Nia looks like me after a 5-minute match. Gassed.
A little blown up.
Little blown up. Little blown up.
One thing, if I wrestled, I don't think I could wrestle with my hair down.
No. I would imagine it would get in your face a lot. I don't know how people do it. I mean, granted, I don't have that problem at all. But it does seem like it would be a pain in the ass because the few times I've wrestled people with long hair, it's gotten in my mouth and I end up sucking it in because I'm dying for air and I'm choking on it.
That's what I'm thinking. Oh, no.
Would you do like a ponytail? Would you do like a tight bun?
I just like ponytail. I feel like Bailey and I...
Oh!
Whoa!
Nia goes through the pod!
Whoa!
And she out! She gone! She gone! She did.
Wowzers.
Bailey doing the smart thing and getting out of the way.
Getting out of Dodge.
She did. Yes, she did.
See, you sitting there just breathing in your own hair.
Yeah. A lot of hair choking. That's hair choking.
Tamina looks concerned, but not concerned enough to go check on Nia.
Well, there's no point in checking on her.
No.
As both...
The wolves have circled.
Yeah, as both other teams are now attacking Tamina, which is smart. This keeps Nia strong Unfortunately, it kills Tamina, which I don't know why they do that, but...
That's a 4-on-1. Does it really kill her?
Well, yeah, I guess that is true. And top rope, Bailey elbow. And now all 4 pin. That's smart. All 4 members of both teams pin Tamina. And Tamina and Nia are gone. They
You
gone.
have your old guard versus your new guard.
Well, old guard in the sense they've been there for a few years.
Mm-hmm.
But in the grand scheme of things, I don't even know if you could call them old guard.
Who in this match has been there longer?
Tamina?
Between...
Okay, if you're getting technical, okay.
Really? Though?
No, I'd say an old guard team would be like a...
No, since you and I have been together, the women's division has seen a high turnover.
Yes, no, very true. I'm saying,
talent.
if you wanted...
And it's not a bad thing.
No, if you wanted to see a team like an old guard, it'd be like you'd pair Natalia with Mickey James. There's an old guard team.
So
That's an ancient guard. That's a gray hair guard. Now, as we were doing straight punches.
that's like Yaga's sisterhood guard.
Sisterhood of the Traveling Yayas?
Yeah, essentially.
Sisterhood Pants Party?
Super kick party!
Speaking of which, hopefully we can do a pay-per-view podcast party for that. Double or Nothing would be sweet. Mandy Rose on the outside with Bailey. Ooh, Mandy takes a hard shot to... Oh! Oh, pause it! It's been paused!
Oh no! No, it's the Apple TV.
Damn you, smart TV! We interrupt this podcast for a very unscheduled and terrible pause. It's okay, I paused it, we're good. This is why we don't do them live. This is why also we can't have nice things. There's almost
This newfangled technology where our Apple TV turns on.
What a combination!
Oh!
1, 2... No, broken up by Mandy. Almost new tag team champions.
No.
Well, yeah, they weren't champions before. They'd be new. Oh, so inaugural, there'd be new champions.
I bet you, man, you can't even say inaugural some days.
Oh, you're still getting excited yet. You don't. You know who wins.
No, I don't.
You've already told me you do. You told all of us you do. And I think I know who now, based on that smile of yours. Stay off your phone. You're gonna ruin other things. Oh, Mandy's going for a climb. Mandy's going for a climb up to the top of Pod. Bailey's in hot pursuit. And Sasha's on the other side. Ooh, I wonder if a double superplex. That would be big. Suplex her through that glass outside of the ring. Oh, yeah, I remember last year when they were up there and Sasha threw Bailey off.
Oh, that was like a...
That would be real. That would
was-
actually be really funny if she did it again.
That was so hard. I was so sad last year. Do you remember how sad I was last year?
You were full on Pope mode.
I just want everyone... I either want everyone to be friends or not friends.
Friends or foes?
I did not enjoy that half we're friends on, friends off, depending on the day.
Yeah, it was too stressful for you.
It was too stressful.
As Sonya tries to climb up and gets kicked off.
Oh,
and Bailey looks like she's about to fall off.
Oh no.
And Bailey does fall off. Well, more like attacked and pushed off.
Today too.
Ooh. Bailey's driven right into the corner of the pod. That would hurt.
We need to proceed with caution here. We've got some sharp hazards.
That would
the pod that Tamina hit.
Nia.
Sorry.
Pod Nia hit.
Wrong Samoan.
Yeah, wrong. So that'd be a good tag team name, the Samoans. As Sasha bounces Sonya's face off the outside of the structure. Oh! And then Mandy
shoulder back
pushes Sasha in.
Twice this match.
Yeah. Oh, this could be the finish. Mandy puts up Sasha, and this could be it. 1, 2, and a kick out. You know what? I would have totally believed that was the finish. 1, 2, and a kick out again. Sasha Banks will not be denied. That's
We're not gonna have any nails left.
So even though you know who wins, you're still like, this is a good enough match. It's sucked you in. Now imagine if you didn't know.
Oh man.
That's why I'm saying stay off your phone for the next one.
Yeah, but when your mom texts you, you can't just ignore your mother.
Ooh!
Whoa!
Sonya Spears Mandy.
Dun dun dun.
Could this be the TSN turning point? Oh, and here it is, a bank statement. Bank statement.
Not locked in. It's not locked in.
No.
And her K-tape is peeling.
Not the K-tape. And she's turning it into...
What is that?
I don't know. It's like a bank statement with a leg. And she taps! Bayley and Sasha are the first ever tag champions! And even though you knew, you're still super happy.
I'm so excited!
As is that little girl in the crowd. Boston Hug Connection collect the gold. Well, in this case, the really nice looking silver tag straps.
Those are beautiful titles.
They are. They're on par with the all the titles over in NXT UK, because those ones are beautiful. Actually, the NXT ones are also really nice too.
And look, their outfits match them. They look so nice.
So the original, what I said, like I think 2 weeks ago, what I said on the Sounds of Struggle podcast actually happened. I'm a little shocked by that. Right on. That's good. They deserve it. They deserve it.
They've had some very iconic matches, these two.
Haha, I see what you did there. Wait, do you mean against the Iconics or no?
No, just...
Some legendary matches if...
Yes.
Oh, right on. Well, that's it for the first match. Bayley and Sasha, new women's tag team champions.
Now I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with this whole thing going into Mania.
Yes, I agree. Now, real quick, we saw a thing of Kevin Owens earlier, a little promo.
Oh, man.
Are you convinced he's making an appearance?
I told you when we saw that that looks like a parkade.
Yeah, it definitely could be.
So, let's...
Bayley's crying.
Ooh! Do I hear some boos?
There are a few boos. Unless they're saying boo-oss. Who was saying... Were you saying boo-earns?
Oh, here we go.
Bunch of you deserve it.
There's always a few booers in the crowd. There's always got to be
That's
those
those
people.
smart marks who think they know best who don't know shit. What's going on
Yeah,
with...
they're all...
What's going on with Bayley's face? Did she have a bunch of like face paint on?
Yeah, she got stars on here.
Oh, I didn't know
She
that.
came out.
A whole bunch of you deserves it. Good for them. And they do.
All those people that are booing are going to be real upset at themselves if we get a 4v4 Horsewomen WrestleMania.
All you can say is 4 horsewomen unite. I can still see it happening.
Only new. We don't just do this for us. We don't just do this for you. We do this for everybody in the back, this women's division. And this is just the beginning of more change to come. Because we're here
Interesting.
for a purpose, and we are going to continue to do what we love and do what we do best. And that's why we are the Boss and Hug Connection, your new WWE Tag Team Women's Champions.
Awesome. Now, they say this is only the beginning. What could they be alluding to? A little 4v4?
Oh,
little horsewomen versus horsewomen?
We can
you know
only
what?
hope.
I will say this. I can see at Mania, Bayley standing with a championship, these two coming out, Charlotte coming in, and them still doing a 4 horsewomen thing at the very end of Mania. And that closes out Mania. I can still see it. Because Charlotte, as much as she's a heel and whatnot, I can see, she respects, lack of a better term, the hustle.
Well, if they book it. If you book it, they can all come out. Well, although with this new suspension thing, I'm not even going to get into the Becky thing right now.
Too frustrating?
It just gets me hot under their collar, and it's just going to wreck the night.
And on that note, let's pause it up until the next Elimination Chamber match.
Come on, Finn.
Okay, it is time for the main event of the evening, which we just found out, what?
Fastlane's on my birthday.
Hooray! Fastlane's on Mrs. Meniac's birthday. Hooray!
Happy birthday from Vince.
Right? Which means you're not going over. Because your
No,
birthday.
that's true.
Well, speaking of which, what have we seen since the first match?
My other favorite, Mr. Finn.
Mr. Intercontinental Champion Finn.
Yes, I'm so excited.
That's a little surprising too. I didn't think that would happen until Mania.
Both my faves have titles. Boo 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 boo.
There we go. We also saw what else? A Ronda Rousey match that lasted like 20 seconds, followed by Becky Lynch run-in. That was fun.
Well, more like a hobble in.
Well, hobble in, but then maliciously beating down both Ronda and Charlotte.
Yeah,
that's fun.
Well, I don't.
And then
I guess I'll see where it's going tomorrow.
And then a fairly sweet 3-on-1 beatdown of Braun Strowman. That finish was pretty cool. Put through 2 tables.
Yes.
Looked good.
Yes.
What else is there?
I just feel like we've seen it before.
Yeah. And as the Elimination Chamber for the WWE Championship starts, we have the first entrant being Mr. 1 Hour, Mr. 60 Minutes himself, Kofi Kingston.
Or is it?
I think so.
You think so? You don't think they're going to freebird this?
No, not this one.
Okay.
There it is,
Okay.
Kofi Kingston.
Just that pre-show stuff had me thinking.
Yeah, Kofi. You know what? Kofi might be one of the most underrated guys in the main event picture that they have. Because I definitely think he could be. I don't. Oh,
People?
the crowd is thoroughly behind. Okay, pups. Just because we started the podcast again does not mean you get to get all active. No, don't you try and bite me.
Okay. Ow! I was thoroughly also entertained Tuesday night for the I don't even know the last time I liked SmackDown that much as I did last.
It was good.
I even text you. You were working, and I text you, and I told you
Yep,
how
it was
much
very
I
good.
liked it.
It was very good. I think the only thing that would have been better is if Kofi ended up somehow managed to pull out a victory on AJ Styles, just to have him get the RKO out of nowhere, because I think it just would have been just a little bit better.
I'm also over this.
And here comes
Closed in camera.
Jeffrey Hardy. Jeffrey Nero Hardy. Brother Nero himself.
Delete.
Look at that fishnet shirt. Oh, when you have an Elimination Chamber at 8, but a rave at 9.
Yeah, you gotta be prepared. I also find it interesting that he's also layered up, right? He's got the arm things on with the mesh shirt on top. Do you know, fun fact, if anyone listens that danced and then I'd say probably like late 90s, early 2000s, there was a trend.
So, the exact demographic we're going after, of course.
Yeah, girls watch wrestling too.
I don't know girls would listen to this, though. Maybe.
Well, because I'm here.
Maybe.
They probably don't listen to you in Parish. Cause
No, definitely not.
Well,
We're scum.
no, it's...
Yeah, we're scum. That's okay, you can say we're scum.
No, it's you in Parish.
No, fair enough. We're scum.
But, let's be real. I'm like the Lacey Evans of the podcast world.
Show up for 30 seconds and leave?
I class it up.
That was weird.
That was weird! What was that all about?
I don't know.
I hope tonight, like, after, you know, like how after, like, NXT went dark last, like, TakeOver,
Yeah.
and stuff happened after, I hope that there's, you know, when they cut to commercial, right? I hope there's something else that you'll see. I kind of like when WWE does those things, because
It's almost
right,
like
with
a
social
little...
media, it takes away right, some of the mystique is gone,
Yeah.
but now you can kind of bring it back, right? Like with titles changing on a live event, and
Yeah.
right. I think it's an underutilized opportunity.
No, it is. Anyways, going back to your dance thing.
Oh yes, the Jeff Hardy, Hardy Boys thing. That used to be actually a fashion thing when I was dancing. Neon pink.
Was that because of
green.
them, or?
If you ask someone like my brother, yeah, probably. He's a huge Hardys fan. Holy moly. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Pretty sure if my mom would have let him, he would have dyed his hair. Just to be like the Hardys.
Didn't he, though? He dyed his hair red at one point, didn't he?
Yeah, but not when at that point. But we used to wear the fishnets on our arms like that. But crop top style, kind of like Lita.
Ah.
But you layered up.
Gotcha.
It was weird. It was a weird time for everybody.
Yeah. The mid-2000s were a time when nobody cared.
Right.
So far we have Kofi Kingston, Randy Orton, and Jeff Hardy all in pods.
Good theme song?
Yeah.
Oh,
And AJ Styles will be the other one.
my phone's ringing. Just joking.
You haven't used that in a while for your
Just
phone,
AJ.
eh?
Yeah, I like to keep things fresh.
Fair enough.
And I had the Finn Balor as my text tone, but the breathing
That's creepy.
was a little... it was just a little... Yeah.
So that means Daniel Bryan and Samoa Joe are going to start. That's interesting. I like that. I like that.
The dogs have decided that it's Royal Rumble 2.0.
Well, we had to end up putting them in their kennels for a little bit, in their own pods, if you will.
For a little quiet time.
They might have to go into their own pods again. Yep. Pod time for the puppers. Let's go in your pods. Let's go in your pods. Yep. It's Elimination Chamber. You gotta go in your
Oh, AJ is staring down
pods.
Randy. Unfortunately... Oh! AJ's got new gear. Interesting. I find that interesting. Nick teases me for my theories.
Who does?
Oh yeah, sorry, Meniac. My bad.
Shoot names being used. What do I tease you for?
My theories on looking too into it when they're wearing new gear.
Oh, so I think we've talked about it before the last Meniac's pay-per-view podcast party, but just to be sure, go over it again. What's your theory about new gear?
Okay. If the champ comes in with new gear and the challenger does not, the champ loses. If both come in with new gear, that's where we don't really have
We don't have enough data yet.
There hasn't been enough data. But if the challenger comes in with new gear, champ is wearing old stuff, they retain.
It's weird.
It's however, I have not documented this in paper.
And it'd be really hard to now. You'd have to go back and watch Raws and SmackDowns.
Oh dear. I'd have to go back and rewatch wrestling. Oh darn.
Yeah, but I just mean it'd be
So
it'd be a lot of work to go back and watch old Raws, SmackDowns, like to match up with old pay-per-view stuff. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe it'll be a 2019 project.
Yeah, maybe.
Ah!
Captain Planet! And his officer of platitude.
He's a recycle maniac.
Yes, he is.
I really hope. Like, I can't wait for the title to change. And whoever wins it has to hold up that hemp biodegradable thing. It
Yeah. It has it actually.
looks really good, though.
It does.
When he started talking about it that night, I thought it was gonna I thought it was gonna look a little cheese ball.
No, actually, it looks really good.
Yeah.
I like it. I would actually consider buying it if it was a replica, a bill, or like an option.
You see, the WWE management has given you the WWE.
I think the best part of the whole thing is that on the back of it, if you look, it looks like it's Velcro.
Well, I'm just wondering. I'm looking at it. There's obviously no.
There's no buttons or snaps or anything. It looks like it's Velcro.
Personally, I would have made it magnetic.
But aren't magnets not good for the environment? Oh,
But isn't that
and
we have an-
Eric Rowan is being recycled to the back.
Reduce, reuse, recycle.
To the back.
Reduce your ringside presence.
So you don't reuse the same old storyline.
Ah!
Let's not recycle that joke anymore.
Oh, God. Get out of here.
Well, maybe it does have snaps in the back. I don't know.
Oh, what's wrong?
Oh, he's squatting. He's going to reduce his waste. Reduce his carbon footprint, maybe?
Once again, going back to Total Bellas. Total Bellas? Maybe it was Total Divas.
Total Bellas, probably.
With the composting toilet. Do you remember that episode?
No, I have no idea what you're talking. I think that would be Total Bellas, though. Because you've shown me a good chunk of the Total Diva stuff.
Just repeat one stupid phrase over and over again.
I thoroughly enjoy heel Daniel Bryan. I thoroughly enjoy him. What do you mean, you people?
People kind. Captain
Humankind.
Planet, he's our hero. See, that kid's got it going on here.
I think you're right. I think that's actually a magnet.
I'm just saying.
There you go. That's
And it
funny.
would be because magnets is how you can tell north, south, east, west, is it not?
For what?
Isn't that how a compass works? Magnetic north? Or am I crazy?
A compass works by pointing towards north. But it's like true north with a certain magnetism of the earth. By the way, I want to point out, in the background someone has a sign that says vegans are bad. And I think that's fantastic. Daniel Bryan is portraying that annoying stereotype that vegans are all about themselves and all they do is talk shit. And
Magnetic north versus true north.
there you go. True north is slightly off from magnetic north. And magnetic north can be off depending on how many metals are in the ground and whatnot around you.
Pretty sure you're talking out of your ass right now.
Oh, I don't know if you've ever listened to any of the podcasts I've ever been on. I'd say 90% of everything I say, podcast or not, is actually talking out my ass.
Kids, don't listen to Meniac for science advice here. He is not. Do not use him as a reference.
Oh, absolutely use me as a reference. They'll understand and probably give you an A just because like, oh, you listen to that fool? Fair enough. As the match starts here, we have Samoa Joe versus Daniel Bryan. The new Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan jumps out of the ring. I don't know what good that'll do. He can't really get that far. As Mrs. Meniac keeps looking up magnetic north and true north.
Earth's magnetic field. Some I don't know. When you pull out a compass, it aligns itself with Earth's magnetic field.
Which is not
so
true.
Captain Planet
So
is
wouldn't it
going to
point
be
towards
behind.
him?
No, but Captain Planet, he's going to be behind magnets, especially when it involves his title staying on his skinny little hips.
Wouldn't that point towards... you know what? I can't say that. I do like how he's, not getting in the ring and using that heel tactic. I really do like the new Daniel Bryan. I enjoy him a lot. I know I've said that several times,
This is
but
refreshing. I've actually
never seen a heel version of Daniel Bryan?
Because
Because last time he was heel was probably 2012, 2013. That was
That was during
Several-
the time in which I did not watch wrestling.
I'd say that was several years before you and I started talking. Couple at least. Oh, it looks like you gave him a shot to the wiener. That's cool. Oh, now Joe has a hold. Oh, Joe throwing big kicks back at Daniel Bryan, and you know what? Say what you want. Samoa Joe's a big guy, but man, he can move. He can move for a big boy. It's one of him and Kevin Owens. There's a couple others they're big men, but they can move, and they make me proud to be a big man. Although I can't move half as well, almost any of them. I also is it just me, or do you see a bald spot in Samoa Joe's hair?
Is
he becoming a bald brethren? I think he is.
Well, maybe.
Oh, Daniel Bryan's pinned down.
Hardy looks super creepy with the uplighting in the pod.
You know what, he really does. And actually, if you look, he's got these contacts in that almost look like meshing over his eyes. It's very creepy.
I wonder if he could nap standing up with that new with that face paint, because when his eyes are closed, they look like eyeballs. I would just stand there, look like I'm half interested.
As opposed to eye sockets.
Just nap.
Yeah.
Just nap while you're standing in your pod.
And there's a traditional Boston Crab by Samoa Joe on the new Daniel Bryan. And it turns into an STF. You know what STF stand for?
No.
And do a crossface. It stands for step over toe hold face lock, I believe.
I'm really glad that they shortened it, because there's no way that...
You know who did it best? John Cena. Back when he was a rapper, and he called it the STFU. Yeah. I like that version of John Cena. All the spinner titles for the US and WWE title.
Has anyone else besides Cena and Naomi done anything to personalize a title?
Edge. He put the Rated R logo on a star inside the spinner title back in 2006.
Oh.
If you listen to him, not his idea, and he said he hates it. But at the same time, he said there is something pretty cool about having a custom title of your own. The Miz took that same championship back, but
and flipped it upside down.
Yeah, back when it was not a spinner one, but it just had the logo, and he flipped it upside down for an M. Austin had his classic Smoking Skulls one in the late 90s, early 2000s. I think it was late 90s. The Rock actually had a Brahma Bull one made up, but never ended up getting to use it.
Why? Did he have to go film another movie?
Shots fired. Shots fired. No, he was supposed to win, and plans changed, so he never ended up getting to use it. And just never came to fruition. Oh! That was a chop and a half. Jesus.
Like a biatch chop.
Yeah, it was a pimp slap. Daniel Bryan's earthly face, chest. And a drop toe hold into the corner.
Catching a quick little breather.
Catching a quick 10. Oh.
Oh, here we go.
9, 8, 7. Yeah, it seemed almost like too long. 3, and Daniel Bryan stops the kicking and a tormenting of Samoa Joe to start looking around at who's going to be next. I'm going to say Styles.
Yay,
it's
Kofi!
Kingston.
Kofi.
Oh, we're going to see some action-packed action here.
Action-packed action.
It's a wrestling thing. Don't worry about it.
Oh.
Oh!
Fancy rope work there.
Some rope work, going between the middle and top rope and doing some stuff. A splash on a bent over Samoa Joe. Like pancakes him. Pun intended.
Pancake power.
Power of pancake positivity. There's a lot of P's there. Proper prior planning prevents piss poor pancakes. Actually, this new move I shouldn't say new, but this move Daniel Bryan does now, where he puts someone on the top rope, hangs him there, and then jumps off the top corner, and just hits him with a knee. It looks really good. That could easily be a finish.
Ooh, look at his chest from that chop.
Oh yeah,
Wowzers.
tattooed. Samoa Joe just screwed and tattooed him. I think Samoa Joe needs a haircut.
No, I like it.
Oh, it looks weird. I don't hate
that's
it.
why I like it.
Oh, that's why you married me. That makes sense.
For being weird?
Well, you accept things like that. Now there's a standoff. Samoa Joe in the ring and Daniel Bryan sitting on top of Kofi Kingston's empty pod. Not a bad idea. Not bad. And say what you want, I thoroughly, and I mean thoroughly, have always enjoyed the New Day's gear. Because it's always bright and vibrant, and you don't have a lot of that.
Do you know which one I do not like, though?
The old blue one?
Negative, actually.
Oh,
The
Kofi
red...
Kingston just runs and jumps up on top of the pod, staring down Daniel Bryan. Sorry, you were saying.
Looks like a freaking cat.
Yeah.
No, I don't like when the New Day wears their red-green combo. I don't know why.
Really?
No.
It's a nice Christmas combo. I thoroughly love the orange ones.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, they're
Oh,
climbing.
we did not have one of these in the women's match. The chase.
There's a little
the chase
bit,
around
but-
the chamber.
Yeah, there's like standing on the higher part of the cage and kicking each other in the back. And here comes Samoa Joe pulling Daniel Bryan down.
Oh.
Oof. Bunch of kicking. That's the thing I like. It's different. Ooh, that would hurt the wrist. As Kofi Kingston stomps on Samoa Joe's wrist.
Is he going to the roof? Is he going?
Oh, he just jumps off the top and lands on them. I like it.
I wonder if we'll wind up with someone.
Climbing to the middle.
Spider-Man.
I know John Morrison did that back in, I think, 2011. But it didn't work out so well. Like, he had to try to, like, swing and drop, and he didn't quite time it properly.
I think we had this last year.
Might have had it last year.
A roof person.
I remember a couple years ago, what's his name? El Torito did it. When it was the tag titles.
Oh, yes, we watched that.
Yeah, that could be what you're thinking of. That was alright. He turned it into a Hurricane Rana, I believe. Foot under the bottom rope.
See that?
Samoa Joe
Hardy's
kicks out.
getting into the New Day chant back there. Clapping along with the crowd.
I'm going to say... Who do you think's next? I'm going to say Randy Orton comes out second last or last. So I'm going to say maybe Styles next. And then Orton and then Hardy.
Hardy last?
Yeah, why not? Either Hardy's going to be next or he's going to be last. So he's not going to be second last, I don't think. I do like the fact that Daniel Bryan, he's keeping the maroon in his gear, but he's almost all black with a little maroon. It looks good. Oh! Big senton onto Daniel Bryan's back. Whoo! Okay. Let's go a little bit off the beaten path here. As Joe pins Kingston and kicks out. What if you had to book one of these chamber matches?
Yeah.
Who would you put in it? What would it be for? The entire WWE is yours. Women's match, males match, or men's match. Would it be tag? Would it be Intercontinental, US, WWE, Universal?
Well,
Oh,
I don't feel like I've watched enough of these matches for like I've never had anything bad to say about the bookings that I have watched. I would like
Elimination Chamber or just
Yeah.
in general? Okay.
Oh no, don't even get me started.
It's Styles.
I would like to see
Well, Styles goes right after Daniel Bryan, then Samoa Joe.
I think we can change up the Elimination Chamber, and I would be cool seeing like maybe more use of the chamber itself.
They used to, if you watch the early stuff, they used the hell out of it back when it was a legitimate chamber. But I think maybe I have a feeling they're actually told not to use it as much because of fear of injury or something. I don't know, because they changed the chamber itself and they just don't use it as much. Maybe
we need to go to like 2 levels of chamber. Like, right, you got the space up top.
Yeah. Oh, inverted DDT combination by Styles and a kick out by Daniel Bryan. Pinning on Kingston and another kick out. I actually said, and this is, again, not trying to toot my own horn, but beep, beep, here we go.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. I remember saying, because I've seen every single one of these. I didn't watch, obviously, when they first came out, but I've seen every single iteration of the Elimination Chamber, and I was saying back in 2011 when I was really, really into it and watching, that they should do a tag team one. They should do a U.S. and Intercontinental, a women's one. I think change it up, do other things. Daniel Bryan's in the background, climbing up the side of the chamber again. But I was saying that, and then 2014 or 15, one of the two, they actually did the Intercontinental and then a tag one, which New Day was in that one, and they won the initial tag one. So it's AJ Styles jumps off, and the phenomenal forearm to the back of Daniel Bryan's head.
Knocks him down like a fly.
That was impressive. This would suck. Knowing that Daniel Bryan's, you know what I would have done? As much as it would suck, I would have just dropped. Yeah, let AJ Styles just forearm the cage itself.
Roll up. Oh no!
Into the no.
Oh!
Literal kick out.
A whoop-a-chaw.
A whoop-a-chaw, as it were. The knee neck breaker that AJ Styles on, that could easily be a finish. Easily be a finish. That's was it? It's the same one that it's or similar to what Adam Cole Bebe does, where he puts him up and then almost gives him like a.
It's the only thing I can make AJ Styles do when we play WWE.
Yeah, and you always beat me. God, I hate it.
I have one move.
And it works 100% of the time against me.
Yep.
I am an astounding 0-25 in WWE 18 and 19 games played. It's brutal. Absolutely brutal. That's the one nice thing is that this match seems like they're actually using the outside fencing more.
But I just going back to my idea of doubling up the pots. Like, see as the camera comes back there.
Or are you talking 8?
8.
Interesting.
Just chaos.
Yeah, could be. What about the outside? It's just like a giant. It's like a pod, but it's a giant run. So you can attack each other, and you just gotta keep running or attacking.
Or change, right? Or like maybe now that we've had a couple tag matches, do we change it up where the tag partners are split? Right? And you wind up having
end up doing 3 tag teams in it?
Yeah.
That would be different. Oh, phenomenal forearm. Joe is eliminated.
Oh, and we don't even have everyone out yet. Different from the ladies' match.
I like that. That's good. Well, different in the sense there's also less people.
But still, like...
Yeah. I'm surprised that Joe... I don't know. It's tough because they have so much talent that they can do so much with. Oh, and here comes the countdown. We're at 6, 5. But there's so much talent that they can do on the rosters they can use. Like, Samoa Joe could easily be a WWE champion. Easily. Mm-hmm. But because of who they have, AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan, now Jeff Hardy entering the ring. I was wrong about that.
Let me guess. Randy Orton's going to come in and RKO everyone out of nowhere.
Oh, absolutely.
Is it really out of nowhere anymore? We all know it's coming.
It's out of nowhere if it's not out of somewhere. But I can see either AJ Styles or Kofi Kingston jumping off the top rope or a pod getting RKO'd tonight. I can see that being a thing. But anyways, I don't know. There's so many people they could do so much with, yet there's only so many spots. It's one of the good things and yet bad things of having so many talented people on your roster.
That's also why I think there needs to be a bigger push to maximize your utilization of your
Ooh.
205 brand.
Yes. Over the top rope goes Hardy onto Daniel Bryan, who's now clutching his right knee.
Oh,
Here comes the deletes. Which, by the way, Matt Hardy is cleared to wrestle, so... Wrestle. He's cleared to wrestle.
You're so excited.
Yep.
Teenage version of Meniac's coming out there.
Yep. Matt Hardy, version 1. Oh, I love him so much.
I love wrestling.
I don't think I'll ever live that down now.
Nope.
I can now officially say, apparently, one of my favorite wrestlers is Matt Hardy. Daniel Bryan throwing Kofi Kingston into the outside chain link area.
Oh!
I have no idea what happened there. They just suddenly cut to Jeff Hardy, a big noise, and Jeff Hardy hanging off a pod. There's too much going on. It's all the activities.
See, this is when they need to use that split screen.
Split screen, yeah.
Not to show me another commercial of fighting for my family.
Or
No.
another commercial for a movie that does not really matter.
I am pretty sure.
Oh!
Ouch.
Jeez.
Ouch.
I don't know if that...
Turnbuckle to the tummy. Turnbuckle to the tummy.
I don't know if that was meant to happen. That looked rough. AJ Styles taking the turnbuckle. It looked like he actually legitimately fell as Daniel Bryan ties up.
Yeah, see? That's what I'm saying. Use the cage.
There. Yeah, Daniel Bryan's
Use
using
the
the
cage.
cage and putting Kofi Kingston's hand through it and wrenching. No. Oh, jeez. That is... We've never seen that before in a Elimination Chamber match. Jeff Hardy taking that giant knee from Daniel Bryan, and Jeff Hardy is gone.
Adios.
Right before that, Jeff Hardy puts AJ Styles face down on top of the top rope and then jumps from the pod and swanton bombs him on the corner.
I'm pretty sure he's face up.
Was it face up? See? No, it was face down.
face down.
I was right. You can take that whispering and do something else with it.
Well, I wasn't sure.
Oh, that was
I
dirty.
was whispering just in case you were wrong.
Oh, you need to point out for sure that I'm wrong.
What?
And now AJ Styles in a tree of woe. Woe is him. Oh, he stops to talk some smack to Randy Orton before dropping a nice little sliding drop kick into AJ's face. This has been a good match.
Oh, are we going to double up? Oh.
I'm not sure what's going on.
This
AJ
is
Styles in
looking
the
a
tree
little
of woe. Kofi Kingston now sitting on the top rope, and Daniel Bryan standing on the top rope.
This is like turning into...
This is turning into so many bodies, so little room. Right now, we need... Oh, it's going to be a German suplex. This is going to happen. Wow. Nice. AJ delivering a German suplex during a superplex by Daniel Bryan to Kofi Kingston.
Oh.
You know what would have been perfect? If there's a screenshot of the three of them standing up there, frozen, and it said Brazers on it.
No.
A whole bunch of men doing manly things. You know, like when men were men.
Hey, don't hit the ref. He's just trying to help you out.
And here comes the countdown for our final entrant, Captain RKO.
Gee, I wonder what he's going to do.
As he slinks out and surveys the damage. Wow, he's taking as long as Undertaker's entrance to get in the ring. And then clothesline.
I will say, though, he has aged very well.
Yes, he has. By the way, I also want to point out that we didn't talk about earlier. Undertaker is actually going to be a StarCast for Double or Nothing AEW. How about that? He's officially taking bookings outside WWE. And it only costs $25,000 an hour, or $60,000 for 3 hours.
Shut the front door.
Yeah. We can bring him.
Should have had him at the wedding.
I was going to say, no, at the time he wasn't doing it. We could bring him to your birthday. Ooh, headbutt to the groin.
Yeah, and then maybe he can hang out for a pay-per-view podcast party on the Sunday.
I don't have $60,000. We could get him for an hour. Have him do one match.
You can show up at my fundraiser, pub night the night before.
There you go.
Could you imagine?
I feel like that's a waste of money because you probably use all the money plus a ton more against that. But I mean, it'd be worth it. Excuse me, Mr. Calloway. Do you want to come support some dance stuff by taking all of the money and that we're gonna raise and just taking it? That'd be cool. Nice move.
I wonder if that includes
Flights?
Yeah, or if you have to.
I bet you it does not. I bet you got to pay for flights, and it costs that much. Which at that point, I'd be like, you know what? 25,000 is fair, but 25,000 and flights?
No,
you know what?
no deal.
You know what? Go back to the realm of the dead.
No deal.
You cheapskate. Take some of that 25 grand and pay for your own damn flight.
I would like to know what his rider is. Like, does he need to have like Evian water or like a
he needs to have
smoke machine?
A gong. He needs to have black eyeliner. Oh, and there it is. There's the arcade out of nowhere, like we called. 1, 2, and AJ Styles is gone. Going for a phenomenal forearm on Kofi Kingston. Gets caught in an RKO out of nowhere.
It was out of the corner. We saw it. Everyone saw it.
It wasn't meant to be out of the corner. It was meant to be out of somewhere, but it had to be out of nowhere. But it was actually more like almost like a diamond cutter because it was like he stopped him and then ran out with it. Very, very old school RKO style. On a side note, that tattoo that's on Randy Orton's left rib cage looks like he's got a cut every time I see it. And here comes another RKO on Kofi Kingston. No, just hits him in the wiener. Randy, kick him in the ding ding. How would you feel if I got a bunch of skulls tattooed on my arm?
I would be displeased.
What about that tattoo he has on his neck? What if I did that?
Oh, no.
What would you do if I just came home one day and like, hey, look at this bitchin' neck tattoo I got?
I'd be like, look at this bitchin' pamphlet for tattoo removal.
Not where I thought you were going to go. I thought, look at this bitchin' pamphlet for divorce.
I don't think divorce lawyers have pamphlets, and if they do, they're probably not the ones that you want handling your...
That's what I mean, though. It's a bitchin' divorce pamphlet because, you don't have any... It's got to be bitchin' to be a pamphlet.
Oh!
Oh! Trouble in Paradise. Can he do it?
Yeah!
Oh, Kofi Kingston eliminates Randy Orton. It's Orton and Daniel Bryan.
No, it's not Orton.
Sorry.
Get it together.
I'm too excited. I can't help it. It's Kofi Kingston and Daniel Bryan. This is awesome.
The crowd is going nuts.
The crowd is going loco.
Not quite as loud as they were for the man.
No, but no one...
Everyone loves the man.
Everyone loves the man.
Becky is the one time the man doesn't get you down.
Yeah, it's true.
Look at that guy. He's like jumping up and down like it's his 6th birthday party.
This is good. I like this.
WWE fans. Like, they're just their enthusiasm.
Wrestling fans in general are the most passionate, yet most vocal, and the most cynical fans of all the time.
They just...
We are the most loyal, yet we hate absolutely everything.
Oh, so you're like a bunch of Oilers fans.
Pretty much. I think that's why you fit in so damn well.
Loyal, but really just despise everything.
We critique and we hate everything, but at the same time, we love it all. And we'll never stop. And we have just a fight up, a punching back and forth. And now a kick. Kick back and forth. Daniel Bryan, Kofi Kingston. Daniel Bryan, Kofi Kingston. More Kofi. More Kofi. Kick, 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 kick.
Go, Kofi, go.
And now Kofi's telling him to kick harder. I love it. He's hulking up. He's pancaking up.
Maybe he'll turn pink.
Oh, almost goes for it. Oh, big drop kick to the knee of Kofi. This is nice. Daniel Bryan's chest looks like it's damn near been filleted by monstrous Samoan hand of the Joe-nator.
Planet kicks. Planet.
Captain Planet. Planet. Reduce. Reuse. And recycle. No recycling
no
today.
recycling today.
And SOS. Yaman. 1, 2. Oh, a close 2 count. 2 9/10. You know what? Corey Graves summed that up the best. Wow. Kofi chants are deafening. I love that move. It's so simple, yet it looks so good. And Kofi eats the corner with his face hole.
Do you ever watch? Oh no, you don't ever watch.
Don't ever watch what?
Ellen
DeGeneres?
No.
Oh, every day. Don't miss an episode.
Ellen's Game of Games.
I don't even know what a game of games is. Is that a bunch of games inside of a game? Is it like Gameception?
Kind of.
Well, there
it's
you go.
her evening show that she has.
She has an evening show now?
Yeah, it's.
Jesus, she's
it's a set
taking
of
over the
game
world.
challenges. And last week, this guy.
Look like Kofi Kingston?
There was a trivia question, involving pie hole.
Okay.
And the question was, if so-and-so asked you to stuff, I forget what it was, in your pie hole, where would you stuff it?
And his butthole?
And the guy guessed butthole, and the whole audience,
Just died?
we should just put the link to that in the show notes today, because
You hear that, Mike the ref? Put that link in the show notes,
The
just so we hear.
clip is just worth watching.
You know, I will say this, Daniel Bryan's... Oh! Ooh! Here it comes. Pin 1, 2, and Daniel Bryan kicks out. Those Daniel Bryan
That guy
drop kicks in the corner.
Texans? Not Texans.
It might be Texas A&M, the Longhorns.
Yes. That guy...
Losing his mind.
He is, oh my goodness.
He's having an aneurysm and a baby at the same time. But those, as I was saying, those drop kicks that Daniel Bryan does in the corner, goddamn, they look good. So good.
I wonder how the sight lines are here for the people in the front few rows.
I bet you that on the corners where the pods are, that might be a pain in the ass.
Like,
But you're paying
a lot of money.
But honestly, as it's been said before, I believe on the Two Baked Hams podcast, that half the reason for going is for the experience. You don't go to remember last time we went to WWE? Our seats weren't terrible. They weren't great, but they weren't terrible. We liked them though because they were right on the aisle, and you go for the atmosphere. You can see the people close up as they're going to the ring, coming from the ring, and you get that atmosphere in the crowd. You don't quite get that on the TV. Because they now fight on the outside. Throwing Daniel Bryan.
Saying that's a lot of money.
No, you're not wrong. You're not. I think
I get that you get to take home the chair.
Yeah.
But
No, I think for a pay-per-view like this, I think I'd rather be midway up lower bowl so you can just see everything. That's just my opinion.
I'd be okay being on the ramp so you can high-five people.
No, that's true.
Because obviously...
Oh!
no!
Kofi Kingston just kissing the pod wall. Kofi was trying to go for what I would imagine would be some sort of parkour.
Flipped himself back over.
Kofi was trying to go for some sort of bulldog, I guess. And Daniel Bryan just spear tosses him right into the pod wall, right into the window.
Whoopsies.
That bulletproof Lexane glass. Look good though, man. I wonder. Here's my question: how do they fix the pod that Nia went through? Do you think someone's jumps in there at the end, and as they raise it up, he fixes it, and then he just comes down with it?
I think you probably saw. It was probably like hockey, right? When the glass crew comes out, there's a little guy with a ladder.
Oh, and here's Daniel Bryan's knee.
They all come out.
Could be end. 1, 2, and a kick out. Sorry, but you think the whole crew came out?
Yeah, they just come out wearing matching tracksuits.
Yeah, but my question is, they had to raise that up right afterwards, right? So
maybe that's why Lacey Evans came out.
That is possible.
Distract
They
everybody.
dropped it down and they were actually cleaning. That's a good, because I went to commercial after. That's a good point.
Distracting everybody.
That is
from
a
the
good
repair.
point.
Everyone's looking at the hat.
Lacey Evans, the distractor. Once again, the Kofi Kingston chants reign through the. Where are they? They're in Houston.
Someplace in Houston.
The Houston Arena Dome.
Brian trying to snuff out the dreams of Kofi Kingston's WWE title bid.
Oh, here comes Daniel Bryan's face stomping, or as he called in the Indies.
I don't like it.
Yeah, as he called in the Indies, you're gonna get your fucking head kicked in. There's a whole chanting claps to go around with that.
Mike can add a little beep over there.
Every swear once in a while. And Kingston kicks out again. This is good. Here comes setting up for another knee. And trouble in paradise. Is this it? 1, 2. No, rolls over. 1, 2. And both kicked out. By the way, whoever's doing the directing of the cameras, terrible job there. Terrible job. But it's okay because it was a kick out, so it's fine. It wasn't the finish. Oh, he's setting up for the little bell lock. Or actually, he's kind of turning it more into just an arm bar. Oh, no. Here comes the little bell lock. It's over. It's over. There it is. The little bell lock is cinched in. He's close to the rope, though. Close to the rope. All he's got to do is reach
Stretch
out,
that foot.
swing his leg around to reach out. It's right there. He's fingertip. He's right there. He's right there. Literally fingertips away, and he's on the rope.
Oh, yes.
Listen to that crowd.
This is actually...
This is really good. I bet you this singles match would be fantastic, let alone being in a chamber.
Look at that. He even matched his ponytail to his
That's
outfit.
cute. 1,
I
2,
appreciate
and
that
then rolls
attention
over
to
into a Trouble in Paradise 1, 2. We've seen that already tonight with the tag. Oh, we forgot to mention new tag team champions.
Thank
both
goodness.
women and in the men's, which I'm surprised at the Usos with what's going on, but at the same time, as we talked about briefly earlier,
Could just be a
that
2-day thing.
could be a 2-day thing trying to appease potential.
Oh, and congrats to Ms. Maurice.
On baby number 2 on the way.
We were quite excited. Well, I was quite excited.
I really
just
wish
to
we
see
were rolling.
Maurice.
I really wish we were rolling to hear that squeal again.
I was just telling Nick how she
It's okay.
always comes out classy. I love her outfits.
Classy, sassy, and a little sexy-assy?
Yeah.
I tried to make that work, but I don't know.
I enjoy her style.
She is Canadian. As now they head up on top of another pod, still
boy.
fighting. Headbutts by Kofi Kingston. You know what would be crazy? Is if they
go out that piece
as
of
they
glass.
go out that piece of glass to the outside. That'd be dangerous and scary, but that'd be kind of cool at the same time.
It'd be very dangerous for the crowd there too.
Oh, absolutely.
That is like a piece of glass falling on you at a hockey game.
Yeah.
Woo.
As Kofi Kingston smashing back of Daniel Bryan's head into that outer Lexane glass.
Meanwhile, the guy who had to clean that before today started was probably like, no.
Oh, just think
Sweat.
he's got another 364 days to clean it before it needs to be used again. He's got time.
Get out of
Time.
here.
Oh, is it going to be a super duper plex?
This makes me nervous.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah. No.
No, do it.
No,
Go for it. Do it. No, he's not close enough to the edge.
No, that's what I'm saying. He's gonna
That
wind up
it's-
friggin' landing on the friggin'.
Turning it around. Oh, now it's slapping.
Around.
Oh, look at all the sweat coming off Kofi onto
That's
that win.
disgusting.
That's a ton of sweat. Oh, he said Ricochet. That means Ricochet's debuting tonight.
Get out of here.
It'd be really bad if the part they're standing on just gives out. That's happened before.
Oh. Is the top of the pod not chain anymore?
No,
Must
it's not.
be.
It's straight like metal. It looks like. So they actually don't have the issue It wouldn't have worked for the December to Dismember ECW Hardcore. Oh, Daniel Bryan falls in the middle of the ring. Kofi's still on top of the pod. Is he going to do a jump?
Kofi?
He's jumping. He's doing it for sure. New Day.
Oh.
And Daniel Bryan moves and Kofi crashes and burns. Crashes and burns hard. Here comes Daniel Bryan with his twitchy knee.
The power of the planet is taking over.
Captain Planet! Knee and dead. Good sell, though, by Kofi Kingston.
I think this is it.
1, 2, and a 3. Hell of a good match, though. Hell of a good match. And still... Oh! You saw that?
WWE camera dude.
WWE camera dude. Faux pas shows a guy wearing a Young Bucks Bullet Club shirt, which it's Bullet Club. It's old. That's fine. It's not AEW. If it was AEW, that'd be a problem.
Right. I forgot.
As Corey Graves is saying, everyone's kind of looking on in dismay. The air has been completely drained from that. Hell of a jump, though. Ugh. Nasty fall. Crashing and burning hard. Good sell on that knee, though. So, and still, your WWE Hemp Champion. There we go.
So there you go.
Fourth time in history.
Both chamber matches. Those who started
Finish strong. Well, I think that'll do it for another.
But where are his friends?
That is a good question. You know what? Let's not end it just yet. Let's find out.
Where are his friends?
Maybe this is where Kevin Owens comes out.
And takes Kofi out of the ring? You're silly.
Why not? No. Comes out and attacks him.
Attacks the New Day? It would only make sense if Sammy was with him.
Why not? I don't think he's cleared yet, but I think that hopefully they'll give him New Day's or the other two members of New Day are out there with Kofi. Hopefully the place gives him a standing ovation because he deserves it.
Oh.
Crowd is now chanting "Thank you, Kofi." What if he leaves for AEW?
I'm pretty sure I'll cry.
You imagine that?
Unless
New Day breaks up because of one of them leaving for AEW?
Oh, somebody's swearing.
I think it was Big E swearing. Yeah, nice standing ovation for Kofi Kingston. Well deserved.
Yeah, great match Tuesday, great match Sunday.
Put him on your shoulders, boys.
Gotta take him down those weird stairs.
I like the fact that they're actually showing this. That he's getting they're like helping him out, and people are appreciating it.
Oh, they're just so sad.
What if they turned on him?
Or he turns on them.
I don't think he has the energy to turn on them.
He is wearing green. He could turn into the Hulk. I feel like something's going to happen.
I definitely feel like something is happening. I definitely feel like something could. I hope they don't, because I like the three of them together. It's different. It's still fun. No matter what anyone else says. Oh, no, it looks like that might be the end of it. Up next, World's Strongest Man, Mark Henry story. That actually looks really good. Kofi's crying. Wonder if his contract's up.
They need like a cap geek for WWE.
There's something you can work on. Do a cap geek. Anyways, that will do it for another edition of Meniac's pay-per-view podcast party. I have been the said host, Meniac, along with the always beautiful Mrs. Meniac.
Adios.
There we go. Until next time, I'm out.